Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. To returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. And if you're just joining me for the very first time, thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and guess what guys, we're about to have a ride of a lifetime. Finally, the final episode of the lockdown reunion was aired tonight, and guess what, it was all moments of reflection, lessons learned, and cheers to a greater life ahead. So how did the reunion all start? First off, we saw an all-guys set. It was all of the guys that we saw. And of course, Ebuka asked them when they walked into the house, what came to their mind? I mean, when you walked into the house, Neo, Tochi, or whoever you are, what came to your mind? You get my point. And Tochi said when he walked into the house, he saw, Kid Y with tattoo, he saw Prince, he saw people with chest, and his mind was like, yo man, I don't have a tattoo, I don't have, a well-built chest, but all of that. But in the long run, it was worth it. They blended together, and of course, it was the time well spent in the house. Tochi also went ahead to talk about the fact that the first night in the house was very cold, and that night people started, cuddling each other because it was so cold and people needed warmth, right? And of course, that night, he just said that himself, he was just on his own, and he was in a room where people were already cuddling in the rooms, and he was just hearing different sounds.
If you walk into that house is cold. like from the first day, people started cuddling. I suffered in that house.
I think we should actually ask that question.
Wait, don't worry. Let me finish. Let me learn.
We got there.
I was in a room of love, and every time I'm hearing some funny noises.
What kind of noises?
Ebuka went ahead to ask the guys who they thought would win. And Chukiti said he thought that Ozo and maybe Prince would win and all of that. And then we saw the female set. The ladies were the only person on the second set. And Ebuka asked the same questions he asked to the guys. When you walked into the house, what was your impression? What were the situationships in the house? And of course, how was the first night in the house? And V also talked about the fact that, the AC in the house was very cold, and that was how she got to sleep in Neo's bed. I said when Neo slept together the night because, they were trying to cuddle. Apart from the fact that we know that V said when she saw Neo, she liked him because of the AC. And she was like, thanks to the AC, that night she got to sleep in the same bed with Neo. And that was the beginning of how their relationship grew to where it is right now.
It was too cold and cuddling was important. Was that also a factor?
The first night, yeah. I don't think the first night.
The first week.
The first night, that's when I slept next to Neo. So if there was no cold AC and no first night sleeping next to Neo, then maybe, who knows what would have happened.
Thanks to the AC.
Thanks to the AC.
Remember in one of the episodes I aired, I told you that Erika just showed up once on set, and that was the only time she showed up. She was not in the finale. And of course, Kaisha was also not in the finale because that was after the fight between the seven Lucy happened, right? Ebuka went ahead to ask Durathi, what do you think? Do you think that the girls had each other's back like the guys? In all honesty, I think that the girls did not really have the backs of each other like the guys. And the ladies really confirmed it. They said, you know what? The guys were the cooler set. They were the cooler gang. They had each other's back more than the girls. Durathi and V confirmed this.
Oh,
Were the guys cooler than you guys?
Oh, 100%. They were more friendly, more open. They listened more. They were less judgmental. Like, they were just more free. I think it's the set of guys that were chosen.
Anybody disagree? So the guys have it?
Yeah.
Chai.
Well, yeah.
Ebuka went ahead to ask, guys, you ladies, is this something you want to tell somebody? Is it an apology you want to make to someone? Is this something you just want to clarify? It's the final reunion episode. What is that thing you want to say? And we heard KA3NA say, you know what, Nengi, I don't hate you. You get my point. I don't hate you. Whatever you've heard me say, or whatever it is, I don't want you to feel like I hate you. I really do like you, and I do not hate you.
Okay. I just want you to know, Nengi, that I don't hate you. I have this personality. When I have issue with you or what you're doing, I will say it. And
Nengi also said, you know what? When she got outside of the house and she heard everything that KA3NA was saying, she was shocked because she doesn't even know KA3NA. She can't mention 5 things about KA3NA. And in the long run, Nengi accepted KA3NA's apology. And of course, Durathi also said that as housemates, we also should be able to make sure that whatever the fans have their roles to play in our lives, and they can come up with fights and all of that. But we shouldn't we shouldn't allow it to get into our heads, because in the long run, if we allow it to get into our heads, it will make us react to some certain type of way, and it could affect the relationship that we have with ourselves. Ebuka went ahead to ask the housemates, do you think that a lot of people just say, you guys were lucky. You just went to the house, you came out and you became, a celebrity. Do you think that narrative is correct, that you guys were just lucky? Or what has it been for you? And some of the housemates said that, you know what? Yes, we came into the house, but most of these people do not realize that when we come outside of the house, there's more pressure on us to prove our success or our popularity, and that is one of the pressures that they go through. And when they come outside of the house, it's not easy being a celebrity because there's a certain type of way you have to look and all of that. But at the same time, they do not put themselves under pressure because celebrities are also human.
One big brother, or she one big brother, or these are big brother housemates. So they tend to, like, when you want to move into any form of industry that you feel like you want to move into, there's that, like,
Pushback.
yeah, big brother. So we don't really know. You just came out of the show and you won, or maybe you didn't win.
Yeah.
But are you really?
It's almost like
Are you
we
really
work
what
together.
you say you want to do, or it's just because you went into Big Brother?
The final question Ebuka asked was, see, we had the reunion. Do you think it made us more toxic? It brought out more toxicity, or in the long run, it really settled issues, long-standing beefs, and all of that? And most of them said, "See, yes." I think that the reunion made some relationships better. People who had beefs with each other, grudges with each other, eventually could smoothen out things. Yes, especially Lucy talking about pregnancy. Yes, she remembered that she had a fight with Kaisha, and that was what it was. And moving on, she doesn't have any grudge with anybody, and in the long run, everybody is all fine.
And now, after everything, and nobody beat anybody up except me, that did not think it would happen. So I'm like, and then they all squared up and settled. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe it was worth it, maybe it was needed after all. So I'm sold on the reunion thing.
Yeah.
And finally, Ebuka thanked everybody, and of course, you could see them with glasses and their champagne. And there was a toast to success. He thanked them for giving, them the biggest show ever yet, the most successful Big Brother Nigeria show ever yet. And of course, he told us, thanking everybody who viewed it, and say, see you on the other side. Of course, that's the Big Brother Nigeria season 6. And I am super excited about it because I know it's going to start this month. And of course, I am going to be bringing you all the juice, everything that happens from the opening show till the end of the show every day. You can be sure to get all the highlights, all the updates, all the news, all the gist on this channel. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you will get notified whenever I post a video. Go on all social media platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok, and follow me at Olufemi Daniel. And until next time I come with very soon, it's bye for now.